Welcome back to another edition of Move Through Motivation. Before we get this thing started, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. And my crew always laughs at me at this. If you like what I say, my intention of this podcast and with these guys and what we're trying to do is to motivate you on the way to work on Monday morning. That we give you some kind of piece of motivation from struggle to strife, from hearing somebody's story. We haven't been able to do what we normally want to do and get people in the car because of the whole situation of COVID and, people having different feelings and just, in general. But it's been kind of fun talking about different topics that we're passionate about, that we started this company about. And today we want to talk about unity. And the unity that I felt, that our team felt at our very first Just Move campaign event last weekend. To say that it was special is an understatement. We've been planning this since the beginning of January. It was one of our 3 goals for our company, and one was to do a podcast, the second was to create a speaking platform, and the third was to this idea of the Just Move campaign. And we're not a fitness company. Let me make that clear. We're not a instructional fitness. We talk a lot about fitness because it's something that's in my DNA. It's something that's helped me survive and brought me through a lot of struggles in my life. But the Just Move campaign was a way to get people and bring people out and around other people and move in one direction, and that's together. And this weekend was a perfect example of that. We had babies, we had parents, we had grandparents come out, and to say the environment was not just electric would not be fair. It was special. I don't know if it was special just because nobody really has seen each other and that many people around each other recently. But when the mayor spoke of our city and the people just were able to either communicate or see each other, there was something special about it. But when we did this, the first event wasn't going to be like this. It wasn't the original plan of what the Just Move campaign, but we made it do. We're adapting to the current environment. But the good news is that the town came together. No matter what your age was, no matter what the color of your skin was, no matter anything, it was done with love and compassion. And on top of that, people from the city donated, and we're going to be able to bless 2 companies with some money. 2 companies in our town that believe in community and are just, we want to make sure, my goal with everything is always togetherness. It is bringing unity. It is moving in one direction. That's together. But it was special. It was a special day, and it's one that I'll remember. It's in one of my top 10 moments of my life. And the reason is because the love and care that went into it and the outcome of it was exactly what we had envisioned. Families moving together in one direction, together. Encouraging each other to finish. Clapping for everybody when they came across the end. Getting to know somebody you never met before. A new neighbor maybe, somebody in the same neighborhood. I met a couple that live around the corner from me, and they've only been living here for about a year or 2. But we were able to connect with people and create and hear people's stories and get to know more new friends, more new family that I could put into my Rolodex of people that I would call a friend or fam. Just Move, a simple term, but meant so much. Nobody there had any other preoccupation than just to get some fresh air. It was 6:30 in the morning. When we came together to talk, I was emotional, a little bit nervous, but the excitement overcame. And it really was a blessing to be among everybody that was there that day. To see smile on kids' faces of being around other kids, to see grandparents walking with their kids, to see families, an entire family ride their bike the entire course through town. But in all reality, just to see humans loving on one another with movement. What's special to me about this Just Move campaign is, and why it was one of our 3 goals this year, and an example of just moving together, is the Hill family. Barry Hill is a special friend of mine, a church brother. He's been with the Pray and Move crew on Sunday mornings since 2017. He used to be, we call him Barry the Bomber because he rides a skateboard and jumps things, and he's 50 years old and he does amazing things. But Barry Hill got it. He gets it. Barry Hill now, 4 nights a week in his street, in his cul-de-sac he lives on in Eastville, he's invited every single neighbor on that street to work out with him at night in front of their house in that cul-de-sac. I think health comes from movement. I think community and unity comes from movement. And Barry Hill got it. His neighbors now, all of his neighbors, the neighbors that work out with him, they were there that morning. And they all went together. And they cheered for each other at the end. And it just brought something inside me that just said, this is what we're doing is right, guys. This is the pattern of this country being in such disarray right now with the COVID situation. And a lot of tension with racism right now. That this is a way that we can come together and move together. Because I really believe we can. And to be honest with you, a word that's come to me, and we'll talk about it later in future episodes, is grace. I think it's a word we don't use a lot, but I have grace for people. I love listening to people's stories, and good or bad, or what you did before or whatever. Why do I care? We're all human. We make mistakes. We do good things. We do bad things. But have grace for one another. And this was just a step towards that. Of people, who cares what your background is, who cares how old you are, who cares what color your skin. It does not matter, because if we move together as a human race, we all move forward. We progress. We need to love one another. We need to get to know people's stories and understand where they come from. And I've been I don't watch the news because it's so depressing to me watching stories. I like to get a story from one-on-one. And when I hear people's story of sadness, of being scared because of the color of skin, it breaks my heart. But this weekend, the Just Move, it didn't matter how old you were. We all moved together. Didn't matter what color your skin was. We all moved together. We loved on one another. We cared for one another to finish across that line. And we're only here for a short period of time, fam. Such a short period. And what impact you have every day makes a big difference in everybody's life. And if it's the one thing this company will stand on, is we're going to bring as much unity as we can in the communities we live in, the communities we go and serve in, and the communities that we want to bring together by just moving together. Unification can happen when you love somebody, when you give grace to somebody in their past. I'm a believer in God. But if you don't believe in God and you believe in other religions, that doesn't mean I don't love you. There's a special special place in my heart for everybody in this world. I've met a lot of jerks in my life, and they've come in all ages, all colors. Does not matter. You're a jerk, you're a jerk. But I gotta learn to forgive and learn to move together in unity with love and compassion from the past that somebody had different than mine, and try to understand why they think that way. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts recently about unity, about how do we progress? How do we grow? How do we learn other people's stories? But you know what's so special about this Just Move campaign is we're doing just that. We're getting to know people we never knew and connecting people through movement. It's empowering. And I'm blessed to have the team that I have that feel the same way, that want to do the same thing, good things in our community, have people get stronger by moving together. And I hope you guys make it out to an event. We're going to do them monthly in our community. We're going to do them in different parks. I may knock on doors in the neighborhood of the parks we're going to do them at to invite people I've never met, get to know their story and tell them, hey, somebody in this town cares about you. Come on out. Move with us together. No judgment of your age, no judgment of the color of your skin, no judgment of the size you are. We are going to move together, and I'm going to be there to encourage you every step of the way, and every member of my team will do the exact same thing, because movement with unity can happen and is special when you do it with everyone. So I hope this week you go out with somebody you never met, maybe at work, different department, on your block. My challenge to you is meet somebody new and go on a walk with them. Meet somebody new and challenge them to do push-ups together. Move together, people. Meet new people, hear their stories, understand, have grace for them. Have grace for one another. Let's make this world a better place. And it may sound cliche, but when you do things together, you can't be torn apart. Two strands are stronger than one, is what they say, right? I love you, fam. Do not forget, Just Move campaign. Move through motivation. With inspiration, we will move in the direction of unity. You have questions, you need encouragement, you reach out to our team. We'll be there for you. I hope you have a blessed week. God bless. Take care.